Hello. Let's talk about our basic alignment. So in Tai Chi, we're studying how we move with the intention of taking care of ourselves. And the first thing we look at is our basic alignment, which we refer to as stacking. And what that means is that my goal is that I want my shoulders to stack over my hips, stack over my knees, and stack over my feet. That way, the weight in my body is evenly distributing through the structure down to the ground. So how do I accomplish this? Firstly, allowing the spine to be upright and relaxing like we do. No excess tension in my muscles. My foundation is where I'm going to focus most of my attention, my feet and hips. So I want my feet to match my upper body. I want it to be shoulder width. So the outside of my feet is the same width as the outside of my shoulders. To compare, if I shift my weight slightly from side to side, I feel pretty comfortable here. If I come narrow and shift my weight from side to side, you'll find that it's a different feeling, coming back to shoulder width. You'll also find that if you go wider than shoulder width, keeping the knees straight, I just want you to listen to the body. Do you feel any tension anywhere? Do you feel agile? I feel a little tight here. You might feel tight in other places. So if I come back to shoulder width, okay, next point, the direction of my feet. We say in Tai Chi, generally straight, which means the outside edge of my feet are drawing a straight line. If I compare and move my feet out, do I feel any tension anywhere? Wow, I lost a little balance. I'm again feeling tension in my lower back and my hips. If I bring the feet back straight, that's a lot more comfortable. How about if I move the feet and turn them in? I don't feel very agile. I feel kind of stuck and uncomfortable. So I come back to shoulder width. I'm also remembering the feeling as if I'm standing in water, so I'm allowing the body to move. Okay, next important point. There's no tilting or leaning. So if I'm tilting or leaning, I'm changing the angle. Right now I'm square. The hip is level with the ground. My shoulders are level with the ground. You can see if I start tilting, I'm feeling strain in my back. The weight distribution is weird. I'm no longer stacked properly. Also, if I tilt my hip, the same thing starts to happen where I'm no longer stacked and my weight isn't able to distribute through my structure down to my feet. If you see me from the side, first starting stacked in shoulder width. Even something as subtle as looking at the ground and peering my head and neck forward. If I try to hold this position for a period of time, I'll notice that I'm feeling tension in my back, in my neck. And if you look at the physics of it, the structure, there's nothing supporting now all this weight. I've moved it in front of my stacking. Likewise, if I move and I have my upper body leaning back, you can probably see that it's uncomfortable. So my basic stacking in Tai Chi says, look at your foundation, start shoulder width, feet basically straight. So that now I'm stacked and comfortable. The shoulders are over the hips, hips are over the knees, knees are over the feet. Practice coming back regularly to your neutral and comfortable alignment. Another important point, the worst thing that we could do for ourselves is lock our joints. So if I either stand here and I lock my knees, which you can't really see a big change probably, but it juts my backside out, it takes this forward, and now, because the joint is locked, it's bearing weight in a way that it's not designed. My joints are not designed to bear weight. They're designed to stack. For example, locking the hip and knee to the side. You'll see this very commonly in our culture. And this is, again, probably the worst thing I could do for my structural alignment. Not only am I completely out of balance, if somebody bumps me, I have one option. Why? Because I've set up my own structure to be completely off balance. But more importantly, I'm damaging my joints. So right now I'm locked in my hip, I'm locked in my knee, and unfortunately, they're now also bearing weight. Look at all this weight up here in my upper body. Where is it hitting? My hip and my locked knee. It's not going to the ground where it's designed to go. If you start to notice people who stand like this, you'll ask yourself, how long can they stay like that? And the irony is that they're doing this thinking that they're comfortable, but in reality, they're not. They're taking the load off of the biggest muscles in their body, the legs, and they're putting it on their joints, which are not designed to bear weight. So again, coming back to my neutral, comfortable, stacked position is the first step in observing how I move with the intention of taking care of the body and ensuring longevity of my joints and comfort. And again, allowing the body to move as I'm inhaling, the body's expanding and rounding out. Exhale, like wiggling and washing away tension. So this isn't something that I'm holding a lot of stiffness in. When we're doing alignment in Tai Chi, we're still trying to accomplish it via softness. So the next video we'll look at is the next stage of our Tai Chi alignment and looking at how we move. And it is called the 6 bows.